Hey guys, welcome back to another emulation video. If you're one of those guys that still uses his old MS-DOS system, I can imagine you're kind of getting bored of playing the same old MS-DOS games for the last 25 years or so. So today we're going to try some retro console emulators for MS-DOS. So, did you know you could play this game on MS-DOS? Or what about this game? In fact, my first emulator was for MS-DOS as well, because as a kid I wanted to play this popular little game. The first emulator we're going to test is Nesticle. Nesticle is a Nintendo emulator running on DOS. Nesticle comes with an easy to use user interface. Simply use the menu buttons to make any changes to the settings. Starting a game is as easy as clicking on File and then Load ROM. Time to test a couple of ROMs on this Nintendo emulator for MS-DOS. Next up is Dboy. Dboy comes without the user interface, so to start the game you'll need to type in Dboy.exe and then the file name of the ROM you want to start. This emulator can play both Game Boy as well as Game Boy Color games. As you can see, Game Boy Color games can have their own custom frame outside of the game screen, which is quite a little fun function of the Dboy emulator. Okay, so it's time to test a couple of Game Boy classics. The last emulator for DOS we're going to try is Genecyst, the Sega Megadrive emulator. This one looks a lot like Nesticle, but with a bit more bloody graphics. I'm not sure what's up with that, but it reminds me a lot of the graphics from the MS-DOS game Monster Bash. Again, simply use the menu buttons to make changes, such as the controller settings or resolution. To start a game, simply click on Load ROM. And again, it's time to test and play a couple of Sega ROMs. So that's it for today, guys. Have fun playing these console classics on your old MS-DOS machine.